I knew I had to. I knew I had to revisit. I had to revisit this film again. I knew I had to. I saw this film once, a long time ago. I wanted to erase it out of my memory, but I had to revisit it again for the sake of the review, though. But I had to revisit this piece of shit movie again. This movie still is a piece of shit, and it always will be a piece of shit film. Once again, fuck M. Night. Fuck M. Night Shyamalan. I'm sick and tired of talking about his ass all the fucking time already. This is why I say he's one of the worst he's on my list of the worst directors of all time. He's only directed 3 movies that I overall like. Okay, well, 4 technically though, but I'll get to that right now. The Sixth Sense. It's not bad though, but at the time it was. A lot of people liked the film, but as time went on for me, it's only decent. I mean, I like Bruce Willis. I like Haley Joel Osment though. But when you get to the ending of it, though, when they rewatch it again, say otherwise. But I think The Sixth Sense was decent. Unbreakable, I enjoyed. I think it's better. Still be one of the better superhero movies I've seen. More better than the recent Marvel movies I've seen. But I enjoy Unbreakable. Signs, I also like. Despite the dumb ending with the whole aliens in the water thing, okay? Yes, I said this before a lot of times. But I said I enjoyed Mel Gibson and I like Joaquin Phoenix in it. But Signs was the last good one, okay? Actually, the last good one I liked. The other one, technically, I actually did not mind Knock at the Cabin, because I think Dave Bautista did a good job in that movie. So, to me, I did not love it. It was not great for me, though. I thought it was passable. But I'm not going to kiss M. Night's ass, because one of his newer movies I thought was passable, okay? Because, after Signs, once again, this film, The Village I'm going to talk about, this is what the review's about, because I didn't say the title. The Village, which is this one, still a piece of shit. Lady of the Water, piece of shit. Stupid, goofy, and childish. It's like this movie is. This film is still fucking childish. The fucking Last Airbender. Once again. Last Fartbender. After Earth. Fucking Will Smith and his no-talent son, Jaden Smith. Fuck After Earth. The Visit fucking sucks. Oh yeah, the fucking The Happening. I'm gonna forget. Yes, The Happening, one of the greatest comedies of all time. Although it wasn't meant to be, but it is regarded as one of the best comedies, non-comedies of all time. It's been laughed and mocked at over the years. What else? Goddamn what? That. Visits, yes. Yeah, okay, Split. I mean, James McAvoy was good in that, though, but I was an overall fan. Glass sucked. Okay? Glass sucked. Old sucked. And then I mentioned Knock at the Cabin. Not that long ago, for this year, I did not like Trap. Although I think Josh Hartnett did a good job in that film, though. I like Josh Hartnett as an actor, but overall, I did not like Trap. I'm getting really sick and tired of M. Night's. I'm really sick and tired of singing his ass all the fucking time. How does this guy get jobs? I have no idea. Oh, that's right, because he funds his own movies. That's why. That's why he keeps getting jobs, because he keeps raising money from his funds from his own movie, for his own movies. That's why I keep on. I said before about Trap. I don't have enough milk to keep going through this review. I didn't get a refill if there's enough for this review. But getting back to what I said before, The Village. I still hate this film. I still hate this film with a passion. To me, like, this is what it started with all these dumb twists that M. Night kept on getting, you know, okay? I'm sick and tired of him throwing all these dumb twists in. Oh, by the way, because this film was marketed from when you saw it in the trailer, from back when it was coming out, you know, in 2004. You know, people were thinking this is gonna be a creature feature movie, right? Wrong. It's not that. It was a fucking lie. Because, okay, you think it, okay, because M. Night, he did a ghost story with Sixth Sense. He did an alien movie with Signs. He did a superhero film with Unbreakable, right? Okay, so he's going to do a creature feature film, okay. When we saw the trailer, okay. But when you see the movie now, that was all a lie. Because there is no creatures in this movie. It's all part of this plan, part of this thing, this whole big scheme. Or I don't think it's a scheme, though, but it was all part of this plan. Oh my god. This whole plot of this movie, jeez. Okay, so okay. What takes place? First of all, how this film made over 200 million worldwide, I have no idea. 44% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's being too nice. Deserves lower. But 6.6 on IMDb, to me, that's too high. Okay, whatever the story is, it takes place in this village in the woods, supposed to be like in this 1800s or type setting, you know, this olden times. Why I'm doing this? Because people already probably know the plot by now, right? But you have the cast. You have this blind girl played by Bryce Dallas Howard, which would start in the Jurassic World trilogy. Of course, then the year after this movie, she becomes the lady in the water. Stupid, goofy shit, you know. So yeah, she's this blind girl, and Joaquin Phoenix, I think, is a guy who he doesn't talk much, but he likes Bryce Dallas Howard. You have the elders of the village. You have William Hurt. Rest in peace to William Hurt. A good actor. He will be missed. Rest in peace to him. William Hurt. You have Sigourney Weaver. You have Brendan Gleeson as some of the elders of the village. And you got Adrien Brody, who is the nutcase of the group. So they're in this village, and in the middle of the woods, and they hate the color red because these creatures that are wandering in the woods, they wear these red hoodies these red hoodies, so they hate the color red. It's like Bryce Dallas Howard, she's blind. Adrien Brody, he's a nutcase or what the Joaquin Phoenix said. I think because he was talking to Sigourney Weaver. I think that's because Joaquin Phoenix is Sigourney Weaver's son. And he talks about something of this stupid dialogue. Like, what about all this blackness he talks about? I think what he says, something about all this blackness. Which I'm like, yeah, because this film's a black hole, that's what it is. It's nothing but darkness. And darkness is the abyss of shit. That's what this is why this film should go. It should go into the black hole, into the never-ending abyss, and go away forever, erased from this world. And take fucking M. Night with it, right? Okay, so he can disappear and never come back again. And they still did the markings on the trees and the doors, and they would go and they go hide under the floorboards, and this is. I don't care if I'm jumping all over the place, so because I want to get this over with as soon as I can, so I'm never going to talk about this movie again. This one stupid moment that Bryce Dallas Howard knows about this. She knows about this, and the people told her about this, so they also knew about it. They're under the floor. They tell her not to open the door, and what she does, she opens the door wide open. See, that's the thing. Just because she's a blind girl doesn't mean she's not an angel. She's stupid for a blind girl. Okay? She opens the door wide open, sticks her hand out like this, saying, "Oh, he's gonna come save us. He's gonna come save us." And what happens? It's Joaquin Phoenix grabs her. If it was supposed to be one of these creatures that's out there, she would have probably got grabbed. But that's the point of her freaking stupidity. Told her not to open the door. It's wide open. They both know about this, but she's such an idiot. And I think there was this thing with Bryce Dallas Howard's sister wanted to marry Joaquin Phoenix, but Joaquin Phoenix said no because he likes Bryce Dallas Howard. And oh jeez, what else? And then with Adrien Brody, he's the nutcase. And I guess for whatever reason, because he says that well, he didn't say, but he's one at least another. Eventually, he stabs Joaquin Phoenix, and because of that, Joaquin Phoenix, he's out of commission for pretty much most of this whole movie. After that, I'm like, that's a way to go for Joaquin Phoenix. He's kind of like the lead in this movie, but he gets taken out of commission for most of the way after he gets stabbed by Adrien Brody. Why? Because he's jealous of Joaquin Phoenix like Bryce Dallas Howard? I have no idea. So what they get to this, they want to get this medicine, which I'm just jumping to the ending, you know. And Joaquin Phoenix, with this medicine for him, Bryce Dallas Howard goes out there, retrieves it alone, even though she's blind, and supposedly she was being chased by the creatures. Although she's blind, it's probably she didn't have the, didn't run into anything because she's blind, right? And then it gets to the point where she jumps over, she jumps over the wall, and as soon as she gets over, it's not in the old take. Doesn't take place. The big twist. It doesn't take place in the old days. It takes place in modern times. Because a park ranger drives up in his car, sees her on the road, and tells her, "Hey, you can't go back. You can't be back there. It's a preserve." And he's telling her that he needs the medicine, and because she's blind, she can't see the vehicle. She can't see that because she's blind. And then when he goes and gets the medicine for the first day and stuff, you get M. Night's cameo. Once again, that's another thing I keep saying. He gets his freaking cameos in his movies, which I don't think I'm tired of seeing him in. He sucks as an actor because he tells the park rangers, "Hey, don't say anything about this because apparently this whole thing." This whole situation, this whole place being preserved and stuff like that, they pay off the government officials and planes can't fly over. I'm like, how rich are these people? Are they? Are they that powerful? They can't have planes fly around certain areas because around that area, right? I'm like, just how much money these people have to how rich these guys to pay off government officials. So not to have planes fly overhead, so that nobody can see them. And I've heard this whole thing with William Hur, how he used to be a teacher. The elders are from the modern world, Like Sigourney Weaver, Brendan Gleeson, William Hurt, right? They're from the modern world, and William Hurt used to be this historical teacher, and I forget. What was his whole plan? Again, the reason why he's doing all this, having people live back in this, trying to think they live in this time. God damn, I fucking forgot, man. But where was his reason? This whole thing was his idea. And so he had to build this village to make it look like an old style village. And Adrien Brody, he's the one who's being like setting up all these things, like these dead animals. He's the one wearing the hoodie, the red hood, pretending to be these creatures. Until Bryce Dallas Howard was being chased by him, pretending to be the creature, until Adrien Brody falls in this pit of spikes. I guess one that William Hurt gets is like, oh, because of violence, like this world's. I guess he say that this modern world sucks. That's why it was easier to go live in a village than this time where it's nothing. I'm like, back in those days, even way back when, back in those times kind of sucked too. I mean, back in the old day, there was the Spanish flu, the bubonic plague, or the Black Plague. All these things that happened in the past, and I think the modern world sucks. Things sucked even back in those days back then. But and so she gets the medicine of Joaquin Phoenix, and it cuts to like a close up of her, and then it cuts to black. The funny thing is though, you send a blind girl to do this errand. Why doesn't William Hurt, who is basically the charge of this whole town, why does he go get the medicine? And that way, have because it's the elders, the rest of the elders like Brody, Gleeson, and so they know about. They're very the few people that knows about this whole secret, right? So I'll have them stand watch, and while William Hurt gets the medicine, then no one can catch on, But no, send the blind girl in case she may run into a tree or something because she's blind, And it's a good thing that she couldn't see the park ranger vehicle, But overall, But at the end of the day, I did not care about any of these characters. I didn't give a shit about any of these characters. I don't care about Bryce Dallas Howard, and Adrien Brody. I don't care for. I mean, William Hurt. He's doing the best he can. I like William Hurt. Just it's too bad he passed away back then. Rest in peace to him. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix and Sigourney. Well, Joaquin Phoenix. He gets taken out of commercial for pretty much most of the movie. Sigourney Weaver is wasted in this. Same with Brendan Gleeson. The stupid twist. This whole film is stupid. This whole elaborate plan. I mean, what does this achieve overall? I just hate this film. I hate this film to death. After this review, I never want to talk about this movie again. I don't. Because I hate this film, and like I said, as much as I hate M. Night Shyamalan, fuck him, Just stop making any more movies, and just freaking retire, okay? Retire and don't make any more movies, but I guarantee he's gonna probably make another one. I guarantee it. Like I said, Trap sucked. To me, it did. I mean, as much as Lady in the Water, this movie, After Earth, Last Airbender, Visit, Old. But I said, Knock on the Cabin, I thought was passable. Fuck, man. I was ranting at the start of this video. I didn't want to do any more because at the end of the day, it's just a movie though. But the thing is, though, I don't like this film. Maybe people like this film. Maybe they do. But I hate this film. It's stupid. It's silly, goofy, childish at most. That's why M. Night's doing me. That's why his night is always in his name. Night, as a good night, makes you want to fall the fuck asleep. You know, I don't know what it is to expect this else. I don't see what people like about this film. I don't. If you do, I don't understand. I don't get it. To me, this is one of M. Night's worst movies. It is. It's one of his worst movies, easily. Next to Lady in the Water. You know, I'd rather watch The Sixth Sense more than this, easily. Of course, I'd rather watch Signs or Unbreakable over this, or any of the films I mentioned that sucked from M. Night. I mean, waste of a cast. Like I said, William Hurt wasted, Sigourney Weaver wasted, Brody and Gleeson wasted. Bryce Dallas Howard. I mean, I grow to like her more in the sequels of Jurassic World. Not the first film, but more in the... She's grown more likable in the sequels. Like Fallen Kingdom and Dominion. But just... Overall, this is a waste of a casting. It's like a stupid twist, and just... That was so... To this day, probably, to a lot of people, still irritates people, you know? And listen, the whole trailer when it came out was nothing but a lie. Thinking like the whole time it was a creature feature film, but it's not. There is no creature. There is no creatures in this movie. It's not even. I wouldn't call this a horror film. It's not. So, I mean, I said I hate this film. I really do. This is one of anime's worst movies, and I just. It further proves that I've talked about this guy a lot of times. Proves how much of a shitty director he is. But anyway, yeah, that's my review for. Say, I was blanked out for a second. The Village. It's still stupid and silly, and it still fucking sucks, big time. You know, the goes what makes me freaking just put my hand and pull my hair out. Once again, fuck M. Night and fuck The Village. That's it. Later.